Has your check engine light suddenly turned on, and your scan tool flashes the code P0700? If you've never dealt with transmission problems before, this code can sound intimidating, and with good reason. The P0700 code doesn't just signal one simple fault. It means your vehicle's transmission system has detected a problem serious enough to alert the engine computer. In this video, I'll break down what the P0700 code really means, what causes it, how to diagnose it step by step at home, and what you can do to fix it without jumping straight to an expensive transmission replacement. Whether you drive a Ford, Honda, Toyota, Dodge, or Chevrolet, this guide will help you figure it out. So first off, what does the P0700 code actually mean? The P0700 code is a general warning issued by your vehicle's engine management computer. It tells you that the transmission system has registered a fault and has likely stored one or more specific transmission-related trouble codes. Essentially, this code is your engine computer's way of saying, something is wrong with the transmission, check the transmission computer for details. Most vehicles have a separate transmission control computer, which manages how and when your vehicle shifts gears. When something goes wrong in that system, such as a faulty sensor, a bad solenoid, or slipping gears, it alerts the main engine computer, which then triggers the P0700 code. Symptoms you might experience with this code. One of the most common symptoms is erratic shifting or failure to shift at all. You may notice your car is stuck in a lower gear, or that it takes longer than normal to move through the gears. In some vehicles, especially newer models, you might enter what's known as limp mode. In this mode, the vehicle severely limits performance to protect the transmission from further damage. You might also notice hard shifting, slipping gears, delayed engagement, or, in some cases, a complete loss of movement. A flashing check engine light and a warning message on the dashboard are also common. Now, what are the causes of the P0700 code? There are several reasons why a P0700 code can appear, and most of them are related to the sensors, solenoids, or communication issues between the engine and transmission systems. Some of the most common causes include a failed transmission shift solenoid, a faulty input or output speed sensor, or wiring issues that interfere with how the computers communicate. Sometimes the problem is internal, such as worn clutch packs, fluid pressure issues, or internal valve body problems. In other cases, the transmission control module itself may have failed. Even a low transmission fluid level or contaminated fluid can trigger the P0700 code, so it's essential to investigate thoroughly before jumping to conclusions. Perform a scan for additional transmission codes. The first step in diagnosing a P0700 code is to scan the transmission system itself. A basic scan tool may only show P0700, which doesn't tell you much by itself. What you need is a scan tool that can read transmission-specific codes from the transmission control unit. These codes will give you a more precise idea of what's wrong. For example, you might find codes like P0750 for a shift solenoid failure, or P0715 indicating a faulty input speed sensor. Once you identify the specific fault code from the transmission system, you'll know where to focus your troubleshooting. Next, check transmission fluid condition and level. Before diving into sensor testing or electrical diagnostics, always start by checking the condition and level of your transmission fluid. Low or dirty fluid can cause shifting problems and set off warning codes. Make sure the fluid is at the correct level and doesn't look burned or discolored. It should be a clean reddish color with no metal shavings or strong burnt odor. If it's low, top it off with the manufacturer recommended fluid and check for any leaks around the pan, cooler lines, or front seals. If the fluid is dirty, a complete fluid and filter change may be necessary. Inspect wiring and connectors. Many transmission problems that lead to the P0700 code are related to poor electrical connections. The transmission system depends on a network of wires and sensors to monitor gear position, vehicle speed, pressure levels, and more. Over time, heat, road debris, or corrosion can damage wiring or cause connectors to loosen. Visually inspect the wiring harness around the transmission housing. Look for pinched wires, worn insulation, and dirty or loose connectors. Pay close attention to any sensor wires, especially those leading to speed sensors, pressure switches, and the transmission control unit. If something looks damaged, repair or replace it and clear the code to see if it returns. Test or replace faulty sensors and solenoids. Once you have the transmission-specific codes and have checked the fluid and wiring, the next step is to test the components related to the fault. Common failures include input and output speed sensors, shift solenoids, and pressure control solenoids. These can be tested with a multimeter for resistance and continuity, based on the factory service manual specifications for your vehicle. If a solenoid is stuck or not functioning, the computer will not be able to command shifts properly. Replacing a sensor or solenoid is typically less expensive and less invasive than replacing the entire transmission, and in many cases, it solves the issue. Consider the transmission control module. If no faults are found in the fluid, wiring, sensors, or solenoids, then the problem may lie in the transmission control computer itself. This module controls all shifting operations and communicates constantly with the engine computer. If it malfunctions or loses connection, it may trigger the P0700 code. In some vehicles, the transmission computer is mounted inside the transmission itself, while in others, it's located under the hood or under the dashboard. Some models allow for reprogramming or resetting the module, while others require full replacement. This is usually a last resort repair and should only be done after everything else has been tested. Common manufacturer-specific issues. Different vehicle manufacturers have known weaknesses that can cause the P0700 code. For example, Dodge vehicles frequently suffer from shift solenoid failures and speed sensor issues. On many older Honda models, internal transmission wear can trigger the code, especially if fluid changes have been neglected. Ford vehicles may experience wiring faults or issues with the range sensor on the transmission. General Motors cars and trucks often experience problems with the transmission pressure control solenoids. Knowing these common brand-specific problems can help you focus your diagnosis more effectively and avoid unnecessary part replacement. What it means if your car enters limp mode. If your car suddenly feels sluggish and won't shift properly after the check engine light comes on, you may have entered what's known as limp mode. This is a protective state where the transmission locks into 1 or 2 gears to prevent further damage. While this allows you to drive the vehicle to a shop or back home, it also means that something serious is happening. Limp mode is often triggered alongside the P0700 code when the transmission detects an unsafe condition. The only way to get out of limp mode is to repair the underlying issue and clear the codes using a diagnostic scan tool. By the way, we have a detailed video on how to fix a limp mode issue. I will link it in the description box below. After the repair, how to clear the code. Once you've repaired the problem, whether it was a solenoid, sensor, fluid issue, or electrical fault, you'll need to clear the P0700 code using a scan tool. Simply disconnecting the battery may not reset the code if it's stored in the transmission control computer. After clearing the code, take the vehicle for a test drive to allow the computer to relearn shift patterns and confirm the issue is resolved. Most systems require a few complete drive cycles to finish retesting. If the code does not return after a few days of driving, your repair was likely successful. If you find these videos to be helpful, you might also want to check out our other video here on the code P0171 and P0174, where we break down how to diagnose them, what they mean, and how to fix them. The video link will be in the card section and in the description box below. Now you turn. If this guide helped you understand your transmission problem better, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more car repair videos from us, and leave a comment below with your experience. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.